Hi folks, and welcome. I've just turned the tripod mount on. Welcome to part 2 of the DANSETTE AUTOMIX. I think for this series, I'll call it the shitter. The DANSETTE shitter. Why not? Alright, it's not an AUTOMIX, it's a DANSETTE shitter. So we'll call it the shitter. Anyway, would hope to turn the frigging thing on, wouldn't it? Oh, you don't want to see me. Just state of my hair. I've got grey hairs and all. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. Let's move some of this fucking stuff out before I don't know where I fucking put anything in. There we go. Shift me fat ass over a bit. There we are. Right. Let's zoom in a bit. We can all see what I'm doing. Bring you over a bit this way a bit because we don't need really the speaker in view. There we go. We just need the amplifier in view. There we go. See how we get on with that. Right, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start off by getting rid of this thing. We'll start off by getting rid of that. I'll tell you what, you know, I'm amazed by the lack of resistors in this. There's only one. There's only one resistor in it that I can see, apart from the 2 pots. But there's only one resistor in it. Don't know what series this amplifier is. But the good news is we can earth it, because it does have a transformer, so it's isolated. But according to all the literature, it's supposed to have an EL84, but it hasn't. This must be one of the, I think this is an early amp. Oh, my glasses. This is an early one. Obviously, because I couldn't find this particular layout. There we are. So we've got the smoothing capacitor here, we've got the rectifier here. We're going to change that as well, and hopefully give us a bit more oomph into our UL84. I don't understand why it's fitted with a UL84. I'm just going to have a look at the what do you call it now? The right. Well, I can see what they're doing here. I can see what they're doing here. I'll explain it. Right, let's put my glasses on. Right, I can see it better now. Right, we've got the lamp going into this winding here. Remove this white wire. We've got the lamp going into this winding here. Yeah, that rubber grommet's come out of place. Put that back in so we don't get any chafing. Right, basically we've got the lamp, which is 6.3 volts, I would have thought, going into here, going to this pin here. Then we've got that wire there, which is crushed against the chassis there. It's not broken the insulation, but it's close to it. Right, we've got, let's get one of my pointy things. Right, we've got the lamp coming up here. The ground for the lamp is here. So we've got the positive for the lamp coming up to here. Then we've got the smoother coming from here, going to here. Let's get the pickup wires out of the way. That's the wires that go to the cartridge to pick up. They're the motor wires. And what I'm trying to work out is, right, and this is the heater wires here, and that's the lamp wire. So is the lamp running on 6.3 volts and the heater running on 40 odd volts. Well, I don't know, because it's the first time I've come across this amp. So what we'll do, we'll make a couple of tests, see if we can get the meter in. Well, we can't, so we're only looking for continuity anyway. So right, so that's your lamp. That's positive from the lamp, and the bulb there, which goes to there, which I would imagine the bulb's working. Now, it's definitely ground. That's ground. So that's ground. So that'll be going to oh. Right. It's very oxidised, this thing. Right, so that's ground. Right. and this here is ground. This here is just unscrew the bulb so we don't get any false readings. Just check that bulb now it's out. Right. So that's positive. That's positive for the bulb. Goes to there. And that's negative for the bulb. That's negative. So these are the valve heaters here. So is that bulb 6.3 volts? I want to know. We've got the heater. Hang on. Move it on out of the way. Right, so this one here is positive. Push that grommet back into there out of the way so nothing can chafe. There we go. Right. So that's positive, which comes up and goes to here, to the bulb. We've got an out there. So if I push the valve in, so the heaters, where's the tit on the valve? This is a UL44, sorry, a UL84. So if I just pop the valve back in, that's the heater for the valve. So if I keep that on there, nope, put that on there, yep. I don't know what's going on there because that's not a 6.3 volt valve heater, unless of course why do I get the feeling this should be an EL40, an EL41? Why do I get that feeling? Not a UL41. Well, it's not a UL40, UL84. So yeah, it's not a UL84. It's a UL41. Why do I get the feeling that this is the wrong valve? Why does something tell me it should be EL41? I could be wrong, but because this is your AC in here. this is your AC out, this is your primary. Then we've got the rectifier. We've got the rectifier coming out of there and then going into and then coming up and then coming up here through that resistor. So it's going, so basically, what's that resistor? .9K, 0.909K, 10K. So that's 10K resistor. So what we need to do is we need to take, so we need to make a note of what we're going to do here, so we know how things go back. So red, is our 32 microfarad. So we'll get the clippers. Right, that is our 32 microfarad. Then yellow should be our 16. Red is 32. Plain is 25. And the yellow, which is this one, so that's our 25, that's our 60, that's our 16 microfarad, that's our 32 microfarad, so they go together. They don't go together up here, they go separate. But, and our 25 microfarad is this wire here, which is plain. So I'll clip that there. And see where it leads to, and fish it out. There we go. And that's our 25 microfarad. So 32, 16, 25. Because plain is 25 microfarad at 25 volts. Red outer is 32, and the yellow, it doesn't say what the yellow is. Doesn't say what the yellow is, but we know it's 16 because it just says 32 to 16 microfarads. So that we do know. Don't know why it doesn't mention the yellow, but it doesn't. And there's also a wire going to the yellow as well. So we'll snip that, but we'll snip it where we can see it for now. There we go. Right, so now this one is our ground, which we will nip off there, and that's the ground from the and that just leads across to there, the what do you call it, and that's positive valve heater. Yeah, the positive pin for the lamp. Let's get the pliers, goes to a different place. So basically we want to get the capacitor out. Get that straightened up a bit more, as it ain't going to go. There, should. Well, that's got it. Let's get the solder off this one. Oh, I've not turned the fucking iron on. The dopey fucker. What was that then? I thought it was a click of it, it's a fridge freezer. Right, so what we'll do next is we'll twist this ground lug off. There we go. Pull the capacitor out. Oh, hang on, we've got another lug under there. Got another lug there too. Oh no, we haven't. It should just pull out now. Famous last words. There we go. And that looks very, very not nice. So let's test this and see what it says. It's getting replaced anyway, but we'll test it and see what it says, and we'll find somewhere to put our new components. So we'll connect the negative to there. Red should be 32. $59. Wow, that's well over. Plain should be 25, that's 28. Not bad. And this should be 16. And it's 15, so that's not bad either. It's only one section that's really high. Right, so what we'll do, we'll make up our new capacitors. We want, I'm going to put 33 microfarads in for the 16 and the 32. It won't hurt it. And our 25 is this one, little small thing here, believe it or not. 25 volts at 25 microfarads. Right, let's test these on the tester and see what they say. We know what they should say, but I like to find out what they actually say. Let's turn the meter off from it so we don't waste the battery. Right, so these are 33. They'll read a little bit, they'll either be above or a little bit above or a little bit below, no problem. They're never dead on. 32, it's not bad. Oh fuck, gone and dropped that fucker, where have you gone? There you are. Anyway, see what this one says. $30, and they're both just round about an AUTOMIX SR, so that's okay. Now let's see what this is. This should be the 25 at 25. It might read a bit lower. 22. Yeah, ESR is 1.77 ohm. That's okay. It's acceptable. There we go. So what we do now, we'll start by tying all the negatives together. Right, so what we'll do, we'll tie all the negatives together. Just squeeze that round. There we go. That's 2 negatives together. Now we'll tie the third negative of the third capacitor. Look at the size of that fucking thing. Mate, if you drop that fuck, you never find it. Anyway, we'll tie a small light in it. Still, it's 25 mic, which is what the circuit calls for. Says it on it. Oh no, 22 UF this is. 22 by 25 volts. Yeah, 22. A couple of fucking microfarads won't make any difference. So what we'll do, we'll tie this one. We'll tie this one to here. Get it nice and tight. There we go. Bring this one round to here. There we are. So that they're all the positives are facing, so they can all be connected. Like so. Let's zoom out a little bit. Zoom out because you can't really see what I'm fucking doing here. There we go. Right, let's move the amp out of the way from it. Don't really need that with us for a minute. Now, basically, we've got the 3 capacitors, and we're just going to solder the negatives up together. Let's get the solder. There we go. That's it. Lovely. Nice and neat. So that's our negative. These are going to be our positives. So we've got 1, 2, 3 positives and 1 negative. That's right. Now we want our diode. we should have a pack of diodes. Now, and I could really do with a terminal strip. So basically, our diode so basically we're having two wires coming from our diode. That's the negative, which is the bit where it goes into the transformer. Well, that weren't attached on there very well. Look at it, I just touched that wire, it came off. Wow. So let's have a look. Wow, I'll tell you what, you know, this is quality at its best, isn't it, folks? Just touch the wires and they break. That wire just broke. So that one goes to the diode, these two white wires there go together. So what I can actually do, because these two white wires go together, I can bring this one up here, get it past that screw, there we go. There we go. With my little hookers, there they are. That's it. Take that and hook that. To that, get there we go, clamp that down. Ouch, that's hot. There we go. That's that one on. And this one can go straight to the diode. I'm not sure how I'm going to mount that yet. What have I got in my drawer I can use? Because I want to mount it, it needs to be done neat. You know, it's not something you just fucking lash on, it's got to look right. If I take this rectifier off here, hopefully it's going to be captive. We'll pull this rectifier off. Leave it like that for a minute so I know where things go, so I'm just not fucking about. Now as I look in me, that's threaded all the way down, so we're okay. Let's have a look in my drawer. Or better still, let's have a look on the bottom of, I've had an idea. Have a look on the bottom of a record deck. Because the bottoms of record decks are usually a good source for terminal strips. They're usually a good source for terminal strips. All you do is just clean them up, take the wires off and clean them up. That's the scrap deck. But it yields a piece of terminal strip, a nice piece as well. Right, so basically we've got this, which is a piece of terminal strip, and all we do is we get the wire on the bottom here, take that off because we don't need that. Clip the wire off the bottom. We'll worry about cleaning the holes out in a minute. The wire off the bottom, we don't need that. We do, however, need the mount to screw it down, so we'll straighten that and get it nice and looking like it should. There we are. Now this here has to be separated. So we'll get this separated. Ouch. Ow! That's hot. By the way, folks, I forgot to tell you that's hot. So what I'll do, I'll use that big lumpy thing inside my head, known as my brain, and I'll do it with the pliers. Get this wire out. And the problem there is I'm going to have to clip it because I'm not going to get it out that way. Clip that side. Clip that side. That's clear. Clearing all these holes. Let's straighten that one up there because we'll probably may need it. So it's best to have them all straight. Let's get them all as straight as we can get them. Because bend it gently up, don't want to snap any of them. So we may need all these wires, all these connections. And that's a very nice piece of terminal strip. The end one here we won't need, it's ground, or we might actually will leave that on. Because we will need that because we can tie all our grounds to that. Let's get the other holes cleared out. Again. We don't need the pins on the bottom, only the ones on the top. crap. Clean that central one out. We're going to need that. Give that one there a clean. Worse than what it was. Come on, you cunt. Right, and there we go. We don't need these ones at the bottom, I don't think. We'll clean them out just in case, because you never know, do you? You never know. That's one done. 2 done, near enough. Yep, 2 done. 3 done. Almost 3 done. Fucking shit cleared out, there we go. I'm just clearing the holes out. The easiest way to do that is to just flick the fucking solder out of them, really. That's it. Almost. Oh, that should be enough. Just give that one there a bit of a quick. Still got bits of wire in that one. Yeah, we've still got bits of wire in that one. Just trying to flick it out. Thought I got it then. Actually, it's good enough, I think. Try and just grip that little bit there. Yeah, they're all clean enough. What we've got here now, folks, is a lovely piece of tag board. Straighten everything back up, make it look neat as possible. And I'll leave these, oh, there we go. I'll leave these bottom terminals on as well because I might be able to solder to those if I need to. Straighten them all up. Right, and I think I'm going to put this this way. I'm going to bend that slightly to start with. Straighten that because I've bent it on the hole. In fact, what I'll do, we'll use the centre as the negative. Move some of this stuff out of the way. We'll use the centre as our negative. And this is where we'll bring. Let's get the heat shrink ready. This is where we'll bring our negatives to. There we go. Right, this is where we'll bring our negatives to. The centre pin. Size, a bit more, just a little bit. There we go. Shrink that on. It doesn't slide off. There we go. Right. Shift the amp out while I build this up. Right, so that's our negative. Right, where's the curly pliers? There they are. Curly whirly pliers. And they're all our free positives. So we'll curl that one under. And that'll be bolted to the chassis, so that's no problem. Let's just solder that on. Not completely fill the hole, just solder at the top here in case there's any more negatives that have to go onto it. There we go. It just gets the capacitor soldered on. Right, and we will use this one for our 25 volts capacitor. So let's get some heat shrink up that fucking leg there. We'll use yellow for the positives. Might be too short. No, I'll be cutting the leg down a bit, so that's okay. Let's just tack that on. That's our 25 volts. That's 22 microfarads. There we go. We don't want to fully block the hole, so we just. There we go. Then we want our another 2, which are 32 microfarads. It's supposed to be 16 and 32, but I'm putting 32s in because that's what I've got. There we go. Solder that one, that way it keeps them all stable while I'm doing it, you see. And this one here can be used for anything extra. Put that there, and just like I've done with the others, a little bit of solder just on the top, and it just holds the capacitor in place while we're working on it. Now this is the next one. Next one. Get that. There. Give that one a touch with the soldering iron. There we go. Right. Just clean the iron and then just heat shrink all that heat shrink down. I want to just clip this one off here. Clip it down side so it's neat. That's it. Pick off the bits of solder. There we go. Let get onto the heat shrink. Won't do any harm, but it's best to be tidy. Pardon me. Right. Now this wire here goes to the diode, and the diode we want a 10k resistor. We'll put a new one in, and we want that wire there. They both go to the right. I'm just trying to look. Right. That's the positive side, that's the negative side. So we have, so basically if I take these wires off the transformer, or one of them, yeah, both of them. I take these wires off the transformer, be better. Take that one off there, take that one off. There we go. Clean the hole out. Where's the sucker? That's the fucking sucker. There it is. Them two go together. That one and that one go together. So there we go. Just make sure that we've got a blob of solder there, so we'll get rid of that. There we go. To be honest, I thought it was going to block my sucker. It didn't. There we go. Right, so our diode should fit just nicely through that hole, which it does. So we'll put a little U. We'll put how much diode do we want to go through? About that much. So we'll put a little U in the diode, and we'll clip off the excess that we don't need. Right, now we can pliers and close that. At least attempt to fucking close it. Come here, you cunt. There we go. A nice tight mechanical join on that. There we go. Solder that on. That's our primary diode. That's from the primary. Sorry, the secondary. Get it right one day, Andy. That's from the primary. The power transformer. And that looks neat. Yeah. Then what we can do, we can just bend the diode there, leave that straight for a second, because we need a wire from here, which we won't use that one. We'll find some wire and we'll make the wire to fit the job. Some nice wire here, red and black, which is what we're going to use for our connections. So this is the positive connection. Let's get this knot out of the wire. This is the positive connection. So we're going to use that. Snip off the ends, or one end of it, whatever. There we go. There we go. that out of the way for a minute. Do that for a minute. And that, no, we don't need that for a minute. Now, that's our 25 volt line. So I want to make sure we don't get all this mixed up, which we won't, because that's why we've kept our capacitor. So we know which wires go where. Yep. So that's why we've kept that for a minute. Right. That's our ground. Yeah, that's our ground. That's okay, that's the ground. We're alright there. Which we'll probably end up replacing that with part of our black wire. So we'll put that there so we won't lose it. Now, what we need to do now is work out how long we need the wire from the diode. Right. I'm going to snip the wire from the diode here. There we go. And I'm going to just twist this round. I'm not going to put a U in the diode because the heat shrink what I want to use won't fit. So I'm going to just twist that round there, like so. That'll be good enough. And then what we want to do is solder that wire. Can we see what we're doing? Yeah, we can. Just slide that up there a bit. There we go. There we go. Snip the end off. Just there, because we don't need that. There we go. And it's less to poke through the heat shrink. So get our piece of heat shrink. Red if we've got it, any other colour if we haven't. No, we haven't. We're going to use yellow. We're going to use yellow. No, we'll use blue. We'll be adventurous, eh, folks? And we'll go for blue. What the fucking hell was that? I think that was our remote control. Let's try and get that back. There it is. Going to stop in a minute for a cigarette, I'm afraid. But we'll just clip that short. We don't need that long. There we go. Well, we're going to be clipping it shorter than that even, so. And we'll use a full piece and we'll slide that along if it will fit. Nope, we need the next size up. Which is that one. It's like buying a pair of shoes, isn't it, folks? You know, you think you've got it sussed and really you haven't. There we go. Mind you, the only creatures on the planet that really know how to buy shoes is women, innit? I mean, you take a woman for a shopping for a pair of shoes and she's got it sussed, hasn't she? Us men, we don't know, we don't care. As long as our feet are warm and dry. Well, I am anyway, I don't give a fuck, mate. I asked about fashion. Don't follow it, don't care about it. I can hardly be called a dedicated follower of fashion, can I? I mean, I walk around tied up like a sack of shit. I ain't arsed. There we go. That's our diode in. So our diode in, and we're nice and neat, and we're miles away from anything. Right. Tuck that down there. Just neaten everything up a little bit as I go along. You know, it doesn't hurt to sort of like, that's our primary. This is the primary. And that's the other side of the primary on that side of the transformer. Right, that's the ground, so must keep that in mind. This is our, this grey is our 25 volts. This grey may need to be extended, I don't know. Let's see how far it reaches. It might actually reach to where we need it. The terminal strip, let's start weighing things up. The terminal strip is going on here. Our 25 volts wire actually reaches, believe it or not, the 25 volts wire actually reaches, so we can get that on. Get it behind our diode, so I can cut the fucker down to the, and get it down. There we go. Get our little pliers to put a hook in it. Just clip that there, because right, that's our 25 volts wire. That's our 25 volts capacitor. If we can ever get the fucking wire in. Come on, you cunt, you do fit. There we are. Right, so we'll get that there. That's our 25 volts. And they go to our 13 and 16. I've gone, I've put the wrong one in for the 25 volts. Good job I fucking looked in it. There we go. It's the grey one. Grey, not white. That fucking white one's our ground. No, it ain't. That's 32 microfarad, or 16, one of the fucking two. That's our 25 volts wire. So we'll get that soldered in. See, anybody can make mistakes, but it's fucking making them, it's fucking realising you've made them before you plug the fucker in. That's where it comes into it. Don't you dare fall off. Oh, you cunt. There we are. Just hold that there a second. Turn it round. Heat that back up. There we go. Oh, you cunt. There we are. Get our pliers and just flatten that. Right, what went to the 25 microfarad wire? We had the grey. Nothing went to that apart from the grey. So we're alright there. So can solder. So we can commit ourselves now and solder the wire up for the 25 microfarad, because we know that that's correct. And I'll just give it a touch with the iron. There we are. There we go, make that a bit neat. A bit neater, there we are. Don't need a whole fucking ton of solder on it. That's correct. Clip off the excess. We don't need. There we go. That's the 25 volts one done. Now our ground. Will the ground reach to there? See, I need to make sure that everything's going to reach to there, because that's what they're all going to go here to this tag strip. Every single wire is going to go over here, so we need to make sure they all reach. Nothing's in there. Yep, that reaches, so we can solder that in, and we can put that directly behind the capacitor. Be absolutely fine. So hang on. Oops. There we go. Get that behind the capacitor, because that's the negative side. There we are. Right. Now our so our rectifier, negative side of it went to there, but that's there now, so we can solder this one. Solder this one straight to here. Right, we can connect this one straight to here, because that's where it goes. Just there we are. Oops. Tell you what I'll do, let's take it, it will come off now, let's crimp it on. it soldered. That goes to there. There we go. Get that so it's nice and neat and out of the way. There we go. Now our negative is on. This wire here doesn't matter, that can be deleted because it went to the transformer, and the diode is soldered directly onto there now, so we're okay there. This wire, this red, goes to the positive of the, let's look at where we're going to put this red. Now we've got the grey, which was the negative. That's, oh no, the white. Where's my white wire gone? The white. Oh, it came from the transformer. That came from the transformer to the smoother, didn't it? Come from there, didn't it? That's, double check this. Yeah, plain 25 by 25. We've done that. Sit 32 16 microfarads. Red outer is 32, so red outer. Now the resistor and the capacitor and that go to, so that the resistor and the red go to the capacitor. Now, which one was the resistor? The resistor was the dirty wire, which is that one there. That went to the white. I'm still trying to find. Right, where is that fucking white wire? That wasn't it. Where's my white wire got? Oh, it was, no it wasn't. It's my ground. Right. That's the on-off switch. Two of these wires here went to the oh, it was the fucking white one, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, let's make sure, I like to make sure that we're right. That everything is right. So that's the output transformer. That's right. I'm going to have a fag, folks. I'm going to have a fag because I want one, and yeah, I've got this right. Yeah, so That's the positive. Yeah. And I want to dig out a new resistor for here. And we also need to wire. So we've got our ground in place, our 25 volts in place down here. So we've got ground 25 volts. We need there was a white wire going to this capacitor. There's the grey. Well, there's the grey, there's the white, so where the fuck's the white wire gone? Sure, my white wire missing. Unless I put one in the fucking wrong place, which I wouldn't be at all surprised. I know 2 wires came from the transformer. Shift that. Move it out of the way. Right, 2 wires came from the transformer. We've got, that's right, that's right. Speakers obviously right, these are right. I had 1 wire going to here. And I think that's my fucking white wire there. I think I've put it in the wrong fucking plane. Never mind. These things happen. Get it back off. Yeah, that's my white wire. There we go. Lift that diode up a bit. There we go. That's it. Right, that's my white wire. Because that white wire goes to this capacitor. Yeah, just double checking everything. Yeah, it goes to this capacitor because it can't go anywhere else. It's, mind you, I don't know. Yeah, this white wire went here because the capacitor went in here and that white wire went to it there. So that white wire goes to, let's have a look, the yellow. Which is 16 microfarad. And the resistor also goes to that as well. So this white wire, which incidentally isn't fucking long enough, needs to be replaced or extended because it's not fucking long enough. Is the ground long enough? The ground should be. If there's anything not long enough, it's no problem. There's right, so if I put that under there, I mean, I did check all this and it did look as though everything would go, so check to get the ground down there. I did work this out so it would all go. we are, you see. It all fits. There we are, because that'll all sit in there like that. Now, this red wire so that's from the transformer to the rectifier. This red wire goes to the 32 position. Yeah, because this red wire is replacing this, so that goes to there, and the resistor will go across the resistor will go across here. Yeah, the resistor will go across them 2 points of the capacitor like it does here. I'm just working all this out, folks. It's getting late in the morning now. I'm going to bed soon, actually. Right, because I'm getting tired. It's fucking daylight, Jesus. Right, so that's my white wire. That goes to yellow, which is 16 microfarads, and also the resistor goes to that white wire as well. So the resistor goes in between these two, and the rectifier goes here, because that's where it went to. So we're sussed it. Hey folks, join me later. I'm going to bed. Why? Because I'm fucked. And I'll have a clearer head when I get up in the morning, later today should I say. Anyway, a very good morning to you, and you know, just pop that on there. That'll all look nice and neat once it's all in and screwed down and everything's done. You know, that's yeah, be a decent well, be an amp. Don't know how decent it will be, but it'll be an amp. Anyway folks, thanks for watching, and more to come later. Bye for now. Hi folks, and welcome back to the DANSETTE shitter, or the AUTOMIX. Right. Right, I got a bit I did get a bit flummoxed early hours this morning because I was actually very, very tired, but anyway, we're back onto it now. And right, well, where we were up to, where we left it, was we've got the diode on, we've got the capacitor, we've got the new tab block, we've got the new tag strip, sorry, we've got this white wire here goes, this white wire goes, let me just, this was crap out of it, there we go. Right, this white wire goes onto the yellow, and the yellow is the 16 microfarad, and that's where the white wire goes to. But I've put 32 microfarad in, and I might have to extend this white wire because I don't think it's quite going to reach. It might. No, So what we'll do, we'll see where that white wire goes. That white wire goes to that valve there, and right, let me unhook it down here, right, which is the white wire here. Right, that's the white wire, and that goes to that valve, goes to that pin there, which then, hang on, oh, another one for you Americans, in honour of your president, now Mr. Trump. Right, so we also have another wire there. The wires on this are very brittle, and that wire there goes to the output transformer. So basically I can get rid of that wire, it's not needed because it's going to the output transformer, which means all the wires in this are very brittle. That's that one. It's feed it from down there. Hang on. Oh. I'll tell you what, folks. More than 2 sniffs of that fucker and you're greedy. Yeah. You should declare my ass a disaster zone. But do I care? The answer to that is no, I do not care. Right, so let's shift the on-off wires out of the way a minute. Shift this other wire out of the way here because we want that one. Right, so that wire I thought was a grey is actually a purple. Right, so we've got this wire here which goes from here, but it actually goes through to the output transformer. So if I take that wire off there, I can get into it, see if I can get with the other cutters, because I'm not going to solder, I'm not going to mess around soldering around the valve socket because I don't want to damage the valve socket. Don't want to accidentally break a pin off, because then it means putting another socket on, and I ain't got any of these type of sockets, so we don't want to cause any damage. We just want to get in, if we can, with the cutters as close as we can, and that's about as close as you ever want to get. Just, there we go, nip the wire off it. That's perfect. Now what we can do, I was hoping I could have fed it through that grommet, but I don't think I'll get it through. let's find a piece of longer wire that we can use, because we'll get a wire through that. Find a piece of longer wire. Right. Is that one longer? Oh. Yeah, a lot longer. And basically, got my wire. I've got my wire. Right, so this goes to the 32 and then goes up to the transformer here. And what we'll do, we'll feed it through the grommet if we can, make it tidy. I'll put the grommet back in. So we've got plenty there. So there we go. Need a bit more off that because I want to take it round the transformer. Get the solder. Pull that through to there, make it nice and tidy. There we go. Right. Well, we're on there. Just check it all the way around. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Just oh shit. I just want to go under the transformer there. Just make sure the solder doesn't run away. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just neaten this up at the top here. There we are. Right, so our next job So this is the rectifier, and this will go to the red side, which was the 32. Now at this point in time I can connect the these either way because they're both 32, so I can go either way at the moment, but that's not too thick to get through there. Let's just widen that slightly. Got a bit of wire solder in there. So we've got crap in that one. So just clean it out. I always say if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well, and it's worth doing right. I mean, don't know what the valve is like in this, I'm not got a clue, but that's something we'll deal with when we get to it. The valve might be good, it looks heavily used, but it might be good. There we go. Check the underside, make sure we've got good penetration. Lovely. That's nice and secure, that wire, that's not going nowhere, so that's that one. And this one, which is the rectifier. It's a bit long now actually, we can lose a bit of that wire. So it's shift that to there for a minute and see how far down we need to go. There we go. Lock that off there. There we go. Solder that wire on. penetration. We're good. Okay. Chop the end off to just tidy it up. There we go. Right, so that's that done. Now all we need to do is get the resistor off here. Get the resistor. Right. There we go. One resistor. Straighten the legs out on it. We don't need the legs terribly long on this resistor because it's only going from here to here. So what we'll do now, we'll clean the legs with the Stanley knife. So we can re-tin it. Right, and bend that there. Bend that one there. We need to go in a little bit. On this side, we'll do that. Get the wires evenly. That's it. Just pull that back out a little bit. Oh. It gets a bit fiddly here, folks, especially when the resistor gets hot and you want to just lift it back up a little bit. There we go. Now get the other resistor wire into the hole. Get that check the top of the capacitor, make sure we are dead right, which we should be. We have 25, we have the 25 microfarad there, which is the purple wire, which I thought was grey, which is actually purple. Scraps! We have the white wire there with the resistor, and we had the yeah, because that was the red wire. The resistor also came off this side, went to that capacitor there, so that's right, so we're right. So we're correct on that. I just want to just double check. It doesn't hurt to double check, and there's certainly nothing wrong with double checking. If you're not happy, then double check it. I always do. You know, if something doesn't smell right, check it. Right. Double check all this lot. Yeah, we've not used that pin there, but that doesn't matter. The aim is not to use as many pins as possible. The aim is to use what's needed. Now this could be a... Now what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to straighten this out a bit, otherwise I might never get the frigging nut on. So I'm going to bend this down, and hopefully I can get my hand in there then, hold it on the tool to tighten the nut down in place. Let's just... No, can't do that. Straighten that back up. And that fits down there beautifully. But the only thing is, it's getting down there with the frigging nut. Will this fit in that socket? No. It won't fit in there, but it might. I mean, this is like a square socket, but that'll do it. That one will do it. So I don't have a nut that size, you see. So I'm having to use the original one. DANSETTE decided to use a fucking square nut. Get on there, you bastard. There we go. I'll just wind it down by hand as far as I can. Don't go any further now, it goes too deep. So wow, this is really difficult to get this down here. Just bend this down a bit if I can. There we go. So I'll try and get in with the tool. We're tightening. Yeah, we're tightening, folks. Let's get that straight. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Make sure that nothing's touching where it shouldn't be. No, I'm really super happy with that. Move that one back a bit. There we go. Let me just, right, let's take it that time, I think. Let's just zoom you in and show you what I've done, although you've seen most of it. Let's put that there. Whoa. Right, so I need to go a bit further with that because I can't move the thing over any further. There we go. Right, I'll zoom in and show you what I've done close up. Right, what I've actually done is made a nice neat job. There we go. Right, so there are reservoir and filter or smoother capacitor, whatever you like. There's our rectifier coming off our transformer. We managed to delete a wire from the valve socket because the same wire comes to here, so we're able to take it from here, just right, re-divert it and solder it down to there, and basically put the thing on, and that ain't going anywhere. That's not going anywhere, that's good. And all this has all been tidied up, it's all looking the part. We've got we've got our diode here coming through, obviously into this capacitor, which will feed this one, and the other capacitor goes to the valve. What we've got to do next is replace this capacitor here. We've done all this work on the amp, it would be sacrilegious not to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a fag and then come back and get that done. Right, what I've done now, I've replaced the tone correction capacitor with that one, which is 0.5 mic that I've put in. So basically, to all intents and purposes, all I've got to do now is take out the speaker and have a look at the speaker and see if the speaker's okay. First I'll test the speaker with the meter and see if the speaker is okay. So we'll zoom out a bit, test the speaker. That might be reading the output transformer as well. So let's see if we get a pop through the speaker when I test it here. We do. So the speaker's working. Oops. Check all that. I've just yanked the meter leads on it. They're all okay. I'll just undo the speaker to check the cone. These screws are a bit fucking decrepit, state of them. I just hope they come out without shearing. That was me screwdriver. Well, there's the top of it. Where's the other end? And it plugs in to this. We'll just check the speaker cone, make sure that we're okay there, and give the cone a clean. Okay, now, oh, okay, now that's you can get it out with this one. Okay, now let's go for one of these ones because they're all corroded, you see. That one's come out. And that one's out. Right, just that fucker. Well, let's try this one. It's got to come out. It ain't doing. Doesn't look like we're going to get that one out. Can I do a cone inspection this way without taking the speaker out? okay there. I'd like to give the grill a clean, I still might be able to. Right. Give the inside of the grill a clean. Move all these, because we don't want to put an hole in the speaker, do we? And we don't want to pull the wires off, so let's just get the right, turn that back round. Give the outside of the speaker a clean. There we go. Get all the flaking paint off it. Oops, don't want to put my fingers through the coal. Don't know what's in this fucking detergent, but it's fucking making light work of this. There we go. I want to put a piece of shielded wire on as well for the input, so we want to do that modification as well. Look at that, the paint just rubs off. Makes it a bit cleaner, that's all. I mean, just makes it look that little bit better. I mean, it's never going to look perfect, but I did have a piece of sandpaper, emery paper somewhere. I wonder if I could use that. Just, you know, just knock off any rough spots really. Let's give that a wipe. and see how we look. Well, not much better, but at least I've knocked down the rough spots. It's not as rough as it was. Let's go over this bit here again. That'll do. Wipe that there. There we go. There we go, folks. Now doesn't that look a lot better? Eh? That's a big improvement. Now we've got the power cord to put on, but that won't go on until the rest of the machine is back together. Just, oops. Well, that'll put the screws back in, wouldn't it? There we go. Let's put the screws back in to secure the speaker. I'm using the originals because see if we can get that one down a bit further because that's one I loosened. Yeah, that's it. You have to ask yourself, was it worth bringing this record player back from the dead? And in answer to that, I'd have to say yeah. You know, they're all worth saving if possible. I mean, obviously you can't save every single one, but you know, but and Phil's got 2 of these, so if the other one's got a fucking fucked up transformer in it or something, then there we go. Let's take that back and happy with that. Can't get the fucker back out, that's in there now. It's good and solid anyway, it'll do. I'm happy with that on off switch. And I haven't really got any switch cleaner left. I'm going to just my switch cleaner gone till I order some more. Well, I'm out of switch cleaner, so we don't need any because we're doing fucked. to try and clean the grill a bit. See if we can get the grill any cleaner. Just fell on the floor. There we go. That's better than what it was. You have to admit, it's turned out alright that. Let's pop the valve back in. Don't know what the valve's like yet, but we'll find out when we power it up. When the rest of the record player's done, because you know me, I test everything at once. Right. There we go. That's the record player amp. That there for the record there, the motor wires. That's what's left of the power cord. So we'll snip that off. Snip that furnace. There we go. Oops, nearly knocked my heat shrink everywhere. Right, so what have we done? We've still got the shielded cable to put in. Not doing that today. I'll do that when I need to do it. So we've got the shielded cable to put in. And that's it. Oh, there's two resistors in it. There's another one here. I thought there was only fucking one resistor in the entire thing. There's actually another one here. And yeah, yeah, has to be said. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, the speakers come up. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was. Doesn't look as ropey. And the amp, I'm really pleased with the way the amp's turned out. I mean, I've put this tag board here, which is nice and tight, and the capacitor is well away from anything that gets hot. Heat rises, so all the heat's going to be going that way, so the capacitor should stay nice and cold, cool at least. They are the rated value, well they're above the rated value of what was originally in here. And yeah, what more can I say? You know, one nice, clean, ready to use amp. Ready to go. I put a piece of blue heat shrink here because I had to join the capacitor here. It looks like I've joined it there, but I just balls. I actually joined it here and slid this piece of heat shrink over to cover the join. So it's all insulated, nothing's touching anywhere. I've taken great care into you know, doing this as I do with all my repairs. Well, this is more of a rebuild in it than a repair. It's, you know, I don't know whether it was working to start with, but looking at the state of it, I wasn't prepared to take that chance. But I think we should be okay now. Right, I'm going to leave it there. And the next time you see me, we'll be on the cabinet and try and get that sorted out. And you know, I'll put this amp in a safe place. And get onto the cabinet next time in the next part of the video, which will be part 3. This was part 2, doing the amplifier. Thank you very much, folks, and more to come later. Bye for now.